Hello. I don't know how to start this. I'm gonna be talking about my trip to Michigan, West Virginia this last summer. It doesn't matter that I'm editing this 6 months after I did it. I'm doing it right now. So editing's hard, and like school and work and like life cut me a break, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about that. It's a real fun trip, real good times, new experiences, new food, new activities, met lots of new people. And this is kind of new for me. I've never done like a vlog thing before. So, some footage might not be all there because I just forgot, or like out of respect, like I didn't want to record some people. It's just casual thing. I thought it'd be nice. Anyways, I guess let's get started. Okay, so on day one, I was at work. I had to work that morning because my flight was at 2:47. So like I had to work. It's kind of awkward. Someone brought in someone just got married, and they brought in like a big lunch for everyone to eat. And I had to quickly get stuff and then just be like, thank you, and then I left. So then while I was at the airport, my dad dropped me off. I'm in line to get onto the plane, and then freaking American tells me, oh, your next flight is canceled. So I'm freaking out because that never happened to me before. And I asked my dad. My dad literally said, I asked him, okay, should I get on the flight and then try and get another one while I'm at... This one was going to Dallas, so should I go to Dallas and then try and get a flight to Detroit from there? And my dad was like, yeah, do that. So then I'm like, okay. And then I called Ava, and then she's like, no, don't get on the plane, because then what if you get stuck there? I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, but then why would my dad say that? I don't know, it was really confusing and stressful. So I didn't get on the plane, and I asked the kiosk person, set me up a new one. Then I had to wait 3 hours. My new flight left at 7, and then I went to Phoenix. Yeah, it was cool. I was just sitting around there waiting, and I was freaking hungry. I didn't take that much of the lunch that my coworker brought in because I didn't want to be oh, I'm just grabbing a bunch of food and then leaving. So I just got a pastry for myself. But I was saving that one. I had a protein bar instead. It's pretty good. Chocolate chip. It was my brother's. I stole it. But he doesn't eat them anyways, okay? Okay, and then I landed in Phoenix. And then my flight to Phoenix left at 11-ish. So then while I was there, I got dinner. It's from Eegee's? It's Luigi's? I don't know. They had freaking grinders, and they had slushies. I think I got a mango slushie. It did not taste like mango. It tasted like peach. But you don't get peach slushies either. So I was I don't care. It tastes good enough. And then, I got the spicy Italian grinder. It was really good. I was full after eating. So then I was just kind of exploring the airport while I waited for my plane. Oh, and then on the plane to Detroit, there's some lightning. It's kind of scary. I thought I was gonna die, but luckily I didn't. And then I arrived to... Oh wait, this isn't into Pittsburgh. This is into Detroit. Okay, I'm gonna replace all the Pittsburghs with Detroit. That's embarrassing. Okay, let's just not... Never mind that. So then I arrived in Detroit in 5:30 in the morning. I don't have much footage of them picking me up because I was freaking tired. I woke up that morning at 6, and I was awake until 5. So I literally got 1 hour of sleep. So we went to Ava's aunt's house, and we just slept. Thank you, Ava's aunt, for letting me crash at your place. Very, very nice home. very lovely. Once we woke up, we met up with Ava's dad and Ashley. We decided to go exploring around the town where Ava's aunt lives. We went to an antique store. Then we went to a game store. I got 2 games. I got My Stop Smoking Coach, and then I got My Baby 3 and Friends. I can see why they're... Wait a minute. I'm looking at My Baby 3 and Friends is $5. Is it like rare? Expensive games. It must be like rare or something. We went to the Polish restaurant. Yeah, I got some sausage. I don't remember. I don't have any footage. And I got, what were they called? They're like potato, kind of like pasta things. They're like pierogies a little bit, I think. Those were good. I liked those ones. I thought it was very good food, but I think Ava and Nathan had some issues with it. I don't know. I thought it was good. I liked my meal, so, you know. Tough. Then we went to the Polish market and looked around, explored, and I decided I'm gonna get a $50 cake. I don't know why, I just saw it and I was like, you know what, this is a nice thing. So then I bought it. It was like strawberry. It was okay. I mostly just got it, you know, just like a thank you gift. You know, just thank you for welcoming me into your home. And it was really fun transporting that 3 hours up to the cabin. After the Polish market, we said goodbyes to Ava's dad and Ashley, and we headed up to the cabin. I always like driving around in Michigan because it's always so green. Well, in the summer it's green. I don't see green like that where I'm from, you know? California, you get green for like maybe a month if you're lucky, but that's if it like rains like a lot. But we went over to Ava's grandpa's girlfriend's house just to have dinner and crack the cake open, and it turns out the cake was frozen. It didn't taste very good when it's frozen. So we put it in the fridge and we're gonna eat it the next day. It was a really solid day, really busy day. Alright, and day two was a solid day. Day 2 was a lake day, a very, very good lake day. So we're at Ava's grandpa's cabin. Nathan invited me to practice my fishing skills. I only ever fished once before this, and it was with my dad in Arizona, and he sucked at fishing, and like literally is in the river. The line kept like fishing down the current. It wasn't good. Don't try and fish in the Colorado River unless you know what you're doing. We clearly didn't. But you know, I was practicing some fishing skills. Caught some algae. Pretty cool. I'm an expert fisher. You know, not a bad first catch. And you know, it was a very beautiful day. Clear skies, very sunny, not too warm, 75, 80, I think. And here's S'mores, the cat, the cabin cat. Very, very affectionate cat. Likes to snuggle up with you in bed. Likes to explore outside. So, you know, S'mores the cat, everyone. So then we headed over to Ava's grandpa's girlfriend's cabin. It was a very, very nice day for going out on the lake. Very peaceful, tranquil, very beautiful. So we headed out on the pontoon onto the lake, and it was just very, very nice, very beautiful. There's lovely homes surrounding the lake, very little expense. Those would be multi-million-dollar homes if they're in California. I don't know how much they are in Michigan, don't know. At least $1 million, I would have to assume. Another feature of being at Ava's grandpa's girlfriend's cabin is the jet ski. Ava and Nathan were ripping on that thing the whole time, I swear. Ava likes to go super fast at like 90 miles per hour, something like that. That's what I estimated. We also went out together and I did not enjoy that. It needs a seatbelt. It needs a seatbelt, you know, something to strap you down. I feel like I'm gonna fly off on that thing. Not fun, especially when Ava's driving. Like, oh my god. There's also a lot of wildlife out on the lake that day. There are some turtles I saw. The turtles kept going around the dock at her cabin. There's also loons, I think. Loons? They make that iconic noise. I'll put it in right here. I'd never seen it before. It was very interesting. Good experience. There's also an eagle that flew past us. Just a lot of wildlife. Very fun to see. I never really experienced that much wildlife in one day. We also took the dogs out, and Rusty fell in the water and got a little wet. And then we headed back to do some fishing in the afternoon. I guess Ava and Nathan are like fishing experts because like they had all the gear and everything. I was like, it's pretty elaborate. I felt kind of intimidated. But you know, being the fishing god I am, I caught, I think, most of the fish on the trip.
Oh, there's another one, Candace. Candace.
Okay, put your friend away. Jerry. Oh.
The secret is the worms, the live worms. They really go crazy after that. So I don't know if it's my skill. I'm pretty sure it's just the worms. They like them worms. It's just really relaxing to just fish. I love it now. I love fishing. It's very, very calming and very nice. But you know, my excellence in fishing didn't come quite easily. One of the fishes I caught swallowed the hook, so Ava and Nathan had to try and get the hook out with the pliers, and he didn't survive. He did not make it, unfortunately. We held a little funeral for him because he did not. He passed away. He passed away very short after eating the hook. That was not my fault. I think it's the fish's fault. They get too excited. They get too giddy, amped up. They get too excited, and they just swallow that thing. You know, they see the worm, like, oh yeah, we get worms. And they ate the whole thing. So that was a very good lesson for me to learn. But, you know, unfortunately, after that, another fish decided to swallow the hook again, and he passed away as well. But I caught fish. I caught fish, and they didn't swallow the hook. You know, so it's not all a loss. I did catch fish. And we let them go, and they survived. it was a good day. You know, we headed in. We had dinner again, and this time we had the cake. It wasn't frozen because, you know, we put it in the fridge. It thawed up, and you know, it tasted all right. It tasted okay. It tasted just fine. Would I buy the cake again? Probably not. Looks can be deceiving. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. But you know, I just wanted to do something nice. And that finished up day 2. Day 3 was a big day. Day 3, we went to Mackinac Island. Very lovely. Thank you, Nathan, for driving all of us. He drove most of the time in Michigan. So thanks for that. Very good driver. Very good driver. Me, Ava, Nathan, Miss Walsig, Deanna, and Ava's Uncle Matt, and the 2 dogs, Rusty and Osha. Also Steph was there for a brief period. We were headed off to go take is it like the shuttle? I don't know what it's called. The carts, you know, the tram. I don't know. We're taking that to the ferry to get over to Mackinac Island. It was very pretty over there, very lovely. I mean, obviously it's very touristy, so they want it to look nice, but you know, very nice area regardless, you know. A lovely day, not a cloud in the sky, beautiful, clear day on the water. Got on the ferry and we're off to Mackinac Island. Very pretty. Very pretty, very beautiful. You could see the homes and the big. I don't remember what the hotel is called. The big hotel. We arrived on Mackinac Island. The main drive is always very charming, very lovely. They have those horse-drawn carriages everywhere. So then we started our walk. We walked up the eastern shore. Just, you know, following the main drag around the island. We also decided to take the dogs to get a quick swim. I think they're a little hot. I don't quite remember why we washed the dogs. So then our first actual stop, we decided to hike up to Arch Rock. It was like a bunch of steps. But you know, it was worth it because, wow, look at that. That is just, wow, that is beautiful. And the water is so clear, the foliage is all green. After we went to Arch Rock, me, Ava, and Nathan decided to split off from the main group and head up on our own little adventure. So yeah, we were heading off on our own adventure, and we decided to rent some bikes. We're off to go get the bikes. Now, I knew how to ride a bike. Ava seems to have a little bit of trouble, you know, operating her bike. She got off her bike like every other minute. It's really hard to do that because she was in front of me. I couldn't keep riding my bike because she just gets off her bike, so it's literally like having a rock in the way.
Candace, I'm on your lap.
Ava, you need to learn how to operate your bike safely. Yeah, it was very beautiful, and it had like a phone stand on the bike. So I decided, you know, take some video of riding the bike. As you can clearly see, I know how to operate my bike. Why is she making that noise? I've been to Mackinac before, and you know, walking is like nice. It's very nice. You know, if you don't have the money to rent a bike, walking is a great option. But the bike was just a level up. Like it's fantastic in the summer, and like you could get to more places, and just it was fantastic. Just I loved it. After getting our bikes, we decided to meet back up for lunch because we packed lunch, and you can see there's like a colonial ship, you know, with sails. Thank you, Mrs. Walsick. Those wraps were good. They're so good. Thank you for the meal. Alright, so after lunch, we decided to do some geocaching. If you don't know what geocaching is, it's kind of just like a scavenger hunt that people set up, and then they upload it to the geocaching app. Other people can go and find it. Usually it's like, you know, like a notepad, and you write down your name. But you know, sometimes there's like trinkets, or like it's more involved, or you know, it's just more interesting.
Ew, there's some lotion under it. What is that?
It's lubrication.
But it's very cool. Nathan didn't quite enjoy it, I don't think, because most of the geocaching we did was just literally walking into the forest and just trying to find it for like 10 minutes. So yeah, I understand, but me and Ava, we're gonna get at it. We are scavengers. We will go out, even though both of us were wearing, you know, summer dresses and our legs were completely uncovered. You know, we didn't care because we're grizzly and we're scavengers. We don't care.
Oh, so there's a lot of poison ivy.
Wow, that's cute. Got a lot of mosquito bites. It's very humid over there, and because I mean it's all wooded, and you know the ground is very wet and moist, and it's just like soft. It's very. You wouldn't want to be out there for more than, you know, 5-10 minutes because it gets gross. And you know, our last geocache of the day, we ended with the turtle. I forget his name. Ava, I think you remember it. I don't remember it. The turtle. He lost a leg. Ava broke it. You know, so it was a very fun experience. You know, riding around and finding geocaches. Yeah, it was very, very fun, very pleasant. I had never done it before, but it was very fun. I would do it again. It's just very beautiful. The scenery, I keep talking about, but it's so beautiful. I mean, just look at it. It's just so beautiful. The green. Like, are you seeing this? It's just, it's amazing. Literally, like seconds before this, a jet literally just takes off right next to us. Like, we saw it take off, and I put my phone up. Just like literally, like, this is a fantasy world. Like, this is a dreamland. Like, it's so amazing. Very beautiful. Okay, we were biking down, right? We're biking down a hill, and it said, "Caution, loose gravel. You should probably walk your bike," or like, it said you should walk your bike, but like, I was like, yeah, we could go like pretty slow, if you can feel the gravel moving under you, and then probably get off and walk the bike. It was like, nah, I'm just gonna rip it, and she bombed down this hill, and the gravel slipped under her wheels, and she literally just flopped over, and she got a pretty nasty scrape on her leg. You know, you learn your lesson. That's all I could. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry that happened. But there was a sign. Okay, you can't just say I'm being mean. There was a sign. You didn't listen to it. Okay. But I'm sorry that happened. Okay, I'm actually sorry that happened. I did record it. You know, it's got, this vlog has to have some drama, you know? This is the drama aspect. It was pretty, you know, dusty and scraped up and, you know, a little bloody. So we decided to bike to the lake.
Can you take a freaking video of me while I was on the ground?
Maybe.
You suck!
What a beautiful sight! Like, it is just fantastic. But yeah, you know, we had to wash Ava up, you know, clean out her scar because it was dirt, and you know, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But you know, just you know, maybe the sting of the scrape was a little bit lessened by the amazing view. Just beautiful. I could sit out there and just camp on a lawn chair for hours. After that, we biked down the western coast to get back to the main drag, and this is my favorite part of the whole day. It's just so beautiful, like beautiful, and you know, just the sights, the nature, the wind blowing through your hair is just a beautiful summer day. That's literally all I could say. Just take a look. Like, I don't even feel like speaking of this. Just frankly so gorgeous. And we decided, you know, either hop out, you know, for a little fun, throw some rocks. I don't know why, we just wanted to. Why not? So carefree, just a beautiful summer day. heading back to the main drag, there's just beautiful homes, beautiful homes. It was the perfect day. That's all I can say. And heading back into town, just beautiful. Like, there's no other way to describe it. It's just amazing. We had to turn in the bikes, I almost fell off my bike trying to record and turn at the same time, but we made it. And of course, when you're in Mackinac Island, you have to get the fudge. Brought home some fudge for my family. That was it for that day. It was a very beautiful day, and we're headed back to the mainland on the ferry. And while we're waiting, there's some beautiful geese in the bay. Just why not? Just a beautiful day. Why wouldn't you? And once we got on the ferry, we waved farewell to the illustrious Mackinac Island, and we're headed to the shore. On the way, we saw some jet skis, and we also saw a giant ship, an American Mariner, I guess fishing? Question mark? Military? Who knows? And on the way back, we were also able to see the bridge, the beautiful Bay Bridge, the Mackinac Bridge. Is that what it's called? I don't remember. Anyway, but it goes to northern part of Michigan, the underrepresented part. And then we headed in to the mainland. We arrived and we took the shuttle back. This time we could see a little bit more of the town. Very touristy, very popular with tourists. But it's still, beautiful regardless. Fantastic. And, the flowers and like the potted plants and all that, just really good. So after we got to our car, we decided to have dinner, and literally none of the shops were open. We were waiting in a parking lot in our cars for an hour, just looking at places that were open, accepted dogs, and we could eat that right away because we were freaking hungry. And there was we found one. It was a fish place. Kind of looks like the Krusty Krab though, right? But yeah, we were very hungry, so we got some fish and chips. They're really good. I thought it'd be crappy because it's touristy food. It's super expensive and crap. But it was very good. It was very surprising. Just a good way to end the day. Except it's not over yet because we decided to go gambling. Well, I didn't because, I'm level 200 IQ. But honestly, it's just why? I'm satisfied with the money I have. But Ava and Nathan, decided, why not? Why not? So I camped out with Ava. She was winning some big bucks, okay? The machine was going crazy. she was winning like big bucks, like win after win. It was crazy. And I guess Nathan won something. He went up to the counter, but it turns out he won like $80 or something. Like what? I think you put in. Did you put in like 20 or 10? Something like that. I don't know. But Ava on the hand with her big wins, and she's a gambler for sure. She knows what she's doing because she won it big. The clerk at the casino was very surprised by her big winnings. Wow, let's see those big winnings. Wow. After we did some gambling, that was it. That was the end of that day. A big day full of lots of activities. Just a really fun day. Then day four, so we started off day 4 by going to Walmart. We did a geocache next to Walmart, but then after we went to Ava's grandpa's girlfriend's cabin again because just beautiful. It's a lovely lake. I mean, you can't really get enough of that. It was yet again a beautiful day, very clear sky, clear blue water. And Ava and Nathan, they're addicted to that jet ski thing. They wanted another spin on it. This time Nathan drove, so it didn't go quite as fast, I don't think. At least I'm not as reckless. But I hung back and I decided to do some fishing on my own. This is the first time I've ever done fishing by myself. But I fished, the previous 2 days. So it's kind of, I knew what I was doing, right? I remembered what order to do things in, how to do stuff. But even with all that practice, I was still struggling. And, it's really hard to do it when you have the nails that I have, because mine were kind of long, and it was so much fun, taking off the worm and like messing with the hook and just doing that, and also digging through the worm dish and getting dirt under my nails and like trying to cut the worm. Oh my god, it was a process. It was a very arduous task for me because I don't get out much. I needed that experience. So here's me struggling to put on the worm. It literally took me like 5 minutes to put on that freaking worm. So don't go fishing if you have long nails. It's just not a good combination. But also Ava's grandpa's girlfriend came out to just talk with me and just hang out while I was fishing. It's kind of embarrassing because I didn't know it took me like 10 minutes to put on the thing, and it was also like I could feel the pressure was off. I don't know why, there was literally no pressure because she was literally just sitting there talking to me, but I was so self-conscious about how I was fishing, and also didn't want to necessarily catch one because I don't know how to take off a fish from a hook. I'm not at that level yet, so I was literally just waving the line around. It was waiting for you guys, Ava and Nathan, to come back. Yeah. I even now I don't think I'm comfortable taking a fish off the hook. It's just with my nails and it's very slippery, and what was the fish we were catching? The one Nathan knows. The ones with the spikes on the back. Cause Nathan was freaking me out. It's it's gonna stab you if you hold it wrong. I'm don't tell me that. Well, probably do tell me that because I don't want to hurt my hand. But it was hard. It freaks me out. I'm not comfortable with it yet. Maybe this year, this 2025, maybe I get more comfortable with that. But, this is my first time. Cut me a break, huh? After that, when Ava and Nathan came out, we all went out on the pontoon.
Everybody you have dirt all on your nails.
Me, Ava, and Nathan, Miss Plastic, the dogs, Deanna, Ava's grandpa and his girlfriend, and Uncle Matt, and it's just a lovely time out on the lake. And the dogs wanted to go out. I guess Osa likes to go out on the front. I don't know. I don't know how dogs are. I guess I don't know. Dogs confuse me. We decided to, just hang out on the lake, and me, Ava, and Nathan decided, why not go fishing? This part, there's a lot of big fish over there. A lot of big fish. Okay, it took us, we went around, the lake. That entire lap around the lake, it took me that long to put on the worm, to cut one up and put it on the hook because of my nails. It literally took me that long, and they're literally going 5 miles per hour, not even. So yeah, it took me a long time to put that worm on, and literally when I was finished, they decided to just leave. So it's okay, cool. But I still caught some fish, okay? We're at that spot with the house in that little cranny, the lake. I caught some fish, and I almost caught a really big one. I could see it through the water. It was really big, but I don't think I hooked it on the hook, and I swam away. So I just got my worm, and that was fantastic. We're born fishers, so even after we dock, we decided to go keep on fishing at the dock because it's so addictive. I don't know why it's like that. Just get yourself a thing of worms and just go fishing. It's just so fun. It's really nice. It's like Pokemon or something. I don't know. It's just catching it. It just feels good. It feels, I don't know. It's great. I like it. Yeah, I love fishing. And that's how we close out the day. We had dinner, and this is a good day. Day five. We kind of hung around the town. We decided to go to a wilderness museum thing, exhibit. It was really fun. I did not record anything because I forgot. But I found the wheelchairs. They had wheelchairs in there, and I wheeled around, and we did a scavenger hunt. It was very good. I like that. And they had a shop with a music stand, and I just like pressing the buttons. Me, Ava, Nathan, Deanna, and Miss Blasek decided to go to the go-karts and a mini golf thing. This is a very laid-back day, just casual fun. Thank you, Miss Blasek, for paying for us. That is a lot of money. Very fun. It's nice to just be around people, just plain old fun. And we closed the day by getting something to eat at Culver's. I'm not a big fan, okay? I'm not a big fan. It's overhyped. I'm gonna be honest. It's just okay. It's like a Wendy's kind of thing. Okay, Wendy's is alright. Wendy's is alright. It's like Burger King, maybe? I don't know. People are gonna get angry at me for saying that. Maybe it's because of the stupid fried cheese curds or something. I didn't get those. The Butterburger is it's just a standard burger. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It's okay. It's food. It's good food. But thank you, Miss Monica, for paying. That's very generous. But yeah, that's how we closed out the day. Day six. That was our driving away from the cabin. It's our final day at the cabin. I was cramped next to the pile of garbage. But it's okay. It's okay. Most of the time when me and my parents go on vacation, the car is usually like that. Yeah, actually probably worse. My mom's a pack rat. She's packing the car to the roof. We're heading out and we packed the car to go down to Detroit to Ava's aunt's house before we went off to West Virginia. So, we waved our goodbyes and we were off. While we were headed down, we decided to stop by some places. First, we went to Cabela's. It was not good. No bueno. We were looking for Bass Pro Shops. So, and this was not it. This is not it. But our next stop was the Frankenmuth cheese factory thing. Cheese expo. It's a very interesting place. Lots of cheeses. Lots of cheese-related items and accessories. They had pressed pennies. Pressed penny was a good one. I think this pressed penny was $1, I think. So that's why I didn't do it. And it was like right next to like a river. I don't know what river it is. Our next stop was Bronner's. And if you don't know what Bronner's is, it's like a Christmas warehouse. They just have rows and rows and rows of ornaments and Christmas decorations all year round. And I never been. It was an interesting experience. Didn't buy anything because I don't need anything. I'm not the person. I don't like buying decoration. I like just accumulating little tidbits, little knickknacks. But it's fun and it's just giant. So here's a time lapse. I mean, going through it. Enjoy. So after Bronner's, we decided to go to Bass Pro Shops. And this was an actual Bass Pro Shops. So it was top tier, including the very big fish tank. They always have some kind of water feature in the Bass Pro Shops. This one had a giant fish tank. Hello fish. There's a fish swimming by. And they also had a pressed penny machine. So we decided to get another one, or Nathan did. I think I'm just too cheap for that. 51 cents is just too much. And yeah, after that, we headed over to Ava's aunt's house and we had a really good dinner. It was a good dinner. After a day on the road, the home cooked meal, it was really good. And it was really lovely outside until it started raining really hard. And there's lightning. I guess it's standard. I don't know. Summer weather. But anyways, yeah. Thank you to Ava's aunt because that food was really good. And also your fruit was top tier. So sweet, so juicy. Thank you for that. And also, that night, Porter released his last single before he dropped the album. Its name is Song. Give it a listen because it's the freaking best. Just had to highlight that because I'm a big fan of Porter. You know that. Day 7, we left Ava's aunt's house, and we were off. We said our goodbyes, and we were off. There's also construction going on, and then there's a fire hydrant that's blasting water. I don't know what that was about, but I don't know. It's not my neighborhood. I don't know what goes on there. We went through Detroit. We saw a little bit of Detroit. Lots of gray buildings, but interesting architecture. I don't think I've ever seen it during the day. We drove through Detroit, and then we went through Ohio. A lot of nothing in Ohio, but still green, flat, but it's still a little bit beautiful. It doesn't compare to Michigan, but it's Ohio. What do you expect? But yeah, after Ohio we made it to West Virginia. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in West Virginia. And going into West Union, it was green, very green. Looked like West Virginia. I don't know what to say about it. I like the nature in West Virginia. It's very green. It's like Michigan in that way. But just like really beautiful natural features. Just very nice. Very quaint little town where Ava and Nathan live. Once we arrived at their house, a beautiful sunset to close out the day. What a nice town. So after this point, I didn't really record that much of anything, really, because we're mostly just hanging around the house, Because, it was also a vacation for them. They're just kind of a little bit wiped out from the vacation, which is understandable, because they went up to Canada and Michigan, so we just kind of hung around their house. But one thing you gotta know about Ava is she's the cat mom. She has, 4, at the time I was there, she had 4 cats. Now, currently, she has 5, and also there's a bunny, Nathan's bunny. So she's just surrounded by cats all day, always freaking jumping up on the counter, the tables, always up to something. They're always up to something. We have noodles. We have squid. We have cheese, or poopy, I guess. And then we have toast. Noodles is a little skittish. She's like a pumpkin. The one thing I learned about her, she likes to snuggle with me, especially at like 2 a.m. One time I woke up and there's something fuzzy on my head, and I didn't know how to check which cat it was, so I took a picture. And yeah, it was Noodles. So thank you, Noodles, for waking me up in the middle of the night. I don't know why you're on my head. And then we have Squid. Squid's the mischievous troublemaker. She likes to jump on you all the time. She jumped on me a lot. And she's mischievous. She likes to just be mischievous and cause trouble. But you gotta love her. I mean, she looks very cute. It kind of makes up for her mischief. Then we have Poopy, or Cheese. I don't know. I didn't have much interaction with Cheese. She kind of steered clear from me. I don't know why. So I can't say much for her. She kind of just acted like a cat towards me, which is understandable. She does like Ava, I think. Squid likes Nathan. I don't know, it's been too long. It's been too long to remember that. And then we have Toast. I didn't have the same thing with Cheese. Just not much interaction with her. Those two are just they like to hang around Ava and Nathan. So I didn't really get to interact with them that much. Very small home, you know, for 4 cats. You need a cat room, I swear. Also, on the 27th, Porter's album freaking released. So if you haven't heard it yet, stream Porter, Smile. Very good album. I hope you do that. On Sunday, I think it was Sunday. I don't know which day this is. I don't care anymore. We went out to go shopping because we were gonna have a birthday party for some of Nathan's friends. But we went to Walmart, and then we went to Sam's Club, and then we went to Kroger. It was Kroger. But I got some stuff for the party with Ava. I helped out. And I also got some ingredients for my something special I was gonna cook up. But yeah, I didn't really record that much that day because I didn't want to record Nathan's friends, you know. I don't know how that goes. And you know, it was an interesting party. Badman, that's all I can say. So good party because of the Batman. Batman saved it. But yeah, Ava freaking made all the freaking food. Good food, by the way, delicious food. Like very high quality food. And freaking pies. You do too much, honestly. Too much. You do too much. Thank you, Ava, for cooking that. I mean, I help, but you know, it's your vision. You cooked most of it. I was just helping out a little bit. But thank you for the food. And it was a very, very, you know, interesting day. After that day, you just kind of lounged in the house again with Ava. We went to the post office. Exciting. Ava shipped off some stuff for her little business, selling her old clothes. And then we did a puzzle and just watched Nathan For You. Just binged the whole thing. Yeah, just really chill day. Then on my last day in West Virginia, like last full day, I decided, you know, I want to do something special as a thanks for Ava and Nathan for inviting me into their home and letting me stay there. So I decided to make them special dinner. I got those ingredients on that Saturday at the Kroger to make a lasagna and a salad. And, you know, that was a good lasagna. Also, the secret ingredient in the lasagna was anchovies, so I don't know if you could taste it. I could taste it, but I don't know if you guys could, because I don't know if you ever had anchovy. It makes the pasta sauce good. It adds that umami. But the salad, it was a good assortment of vegetables, even though I know you don't like radish and whatnot. But it was a good assortment of vegetables. The dressing needed to be better. Okay, I followed a recipe for the dressing and it didn't work. It needed to be cream based. I say this, I know what you're gonna say, I know, but I really think the salad dressing would be good if you put in the Kewpie mayo. Okay? Is that what you want to hear? The Kewpie mayo needs to go on the salad dressing, okay? It's good. It's a good mayonnaise, okay? I know I bully you all the time, but you know, you take the mayonnaise and you defile it. What you do with the mayonnaise is disgusting. It's not classy. It's just foul. Why would you? You don't respect it. You don't respect the mayonnaise. But, you know, I respect it. I respect it because, you know, I'm classy. I'm high class. And, you know, I appreciate the intricate flavors of the Kewpie mayo. You know? it's a good mayonnaise. It's a very good mayonnaise. But yeah, it would have saved the dressing. I'll be honest. It was a little bit watery. I don't. Did you guys have a salad spinner? I think you did. I don't know if you did. I didn't use it if you did. I don't know if you did. So that was why it's a little bit watery. I tried to dry it off with paper towel, okay? But, whatever. But, yeah, we live and we learn. But, yeah, overall, it's like a 7 out of 10 dinner. That's pretty good. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know, Ava, you're not a big fan of lasagna, but, maybe you made an exception. Maybe Nathan didn't eat it all by himself. I'm hoping. But it was pretty good, It was more symbolic, like the cake. It was a symbolic, it was a thank you. It was a nice way to close out my adventure. Hello, it is future me, editing me, like a couple of days before this is posted me. I just wanted to cut in because I don't think I did a great job explaining my experience in West Virginia during the summer of 24, and how has it changed since then, because I've gone now twice, and I'm going a third time on August, so I just wanted to, kind of like more concisely explain, my opinions. Also, there's cars. Not the best location to film a video, but I just like it. This is where I come to chill. Okay, so West Virginia, to me, going there for the first time, it was a lot. It was a lot for me. I'm not really great with new experiences and such. I have a tendency to be a little standoffish, It was just a lot for me at once. I think the thing that helped me most, though, just Ava and Nathan, they're very welcoming, very, very nice, very patient with me. They wanted me to feel welcome. And, by the end of the trip, I actually really did. I really felt welcomed. I think it was like cooking dinner. It's like something I always do. I always cook, So, it helped me feel like, kind of like I was at home or something, So, like, by the end, I kind of missed it. I'm not gonna lie. And that's kind of what made me decide to go back in winter. I really liked it at the end. And by the end of winter, I kind of like really enjoyed it like a lot. Like I was like depressed for like a month after because I just missed it. It's very nice. You could say, I just miss Ava and Nathan, but I think it has to do with West Virginia. It's just so beautiful there. It's so nice. It's very relaxing. It's just so laid back there. So overall, West Virginia, I really liked it. Great. I'll be back, semi-annually. It's great. It's fantastic. If anyone, wants to visit, I highly suggest it. It's very nice. That's about it. Just wanted to, kind of wrap things up in, a very concise way, I hope. Let's get back to the video. Then, my last day 14, I think. I don't know. I skipped a bunch of days. We headed off and I said goodbyes to the cats and the house. And Ava and Nathan drove through Pennsylvania. Ava and Nathan dropped me off at Pittsburgh Airport. And that's about it. I didn't record much of the airport. I headed off from Pittsburgh to Las Vegas. Also, Las Vegas have freaking casinos in the airport. I've never been to the airport there, but they had just casinos. That's very Las Vegas of them. If anywhere was gonna have casinos in their airport, it would be Vegas. But yeah, just headed off from Las Vegas, and that concludes my trip. overall, it was a really fun trip. Really, really fun. You know, I missed that. I missed, you know, hanging out with you, Ava, and, you know, all your family, and Nathan. You know, it reminds me of old times, you know, back when I went over in 2019, first time, and 2020 during the summer. That was a crazy one. You know, it's just a really fun time. It's really nice to be with people you're close with. I'm close with a lot of your family. Obviously, going to West Virginia, a new experience for me, but it was a really lovely one, and overall a really positive experience, and I loved it a lot. It was really just nice to have, you know, especially when I'm working in school. It's just nice to have a break and just reconnect. Thank you to everyone who made my trip possible and opened their doors for me, and, you know, just made my trip that much better. You know, thank you to Ava, Nathan, Miss Walasek, Deanna, Ava's grandpa, Ava's Uncle Matt, Ava's grandpa's girlfriend. Thank you. Ava's aunt. Thank you. Thank you for letting us stay and for the food. Nathan's friends. Yeah, Shane, all the cats, you know, Noodles, Squid, Cheese and Toast, Buddy, the bunny, Rusty, and Oso. And again, rest in peace, those 2 fish that I killed. Gone but never forgotten. And, you know, that concludes my trip. It's really lovely. After I touched down, my dad picked me up, and we got dinner with my family. So it's really, really nice. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope you liked seeing my trip to Michigan and West Virginia. Very beautiful. And to all of me and Ava's friends, Maddie, Bailey, Stephanie, if you're ever thinking of going to West Virginia, do it now. Do it now. It's just a wonderful time. Highly recommend it. Just a great trip. So thank you to everyone, and thank you for watching.